Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you'll stick around for a quick video. So guys, today I want to talk about some of the stupid, in my opinion, things I've heard over the years that people say about trans people. Some of them are just misunderstandings, some of them are just flat out bigotry, so let's take a few moments to talk about a few of them. Okay, so number one on the list with me is this whole idea that being trans means that you're a drag queen. So I get that with the popularity of shows like Drag Race, which I love, there's this conflation of what the difference is between gender identity and gender expression. You know, gender expression is what we wear. It's the clothes. It's, you know, all of the way that we present ourselves. Gender identity is who we know ourselves to be. And when you come with something like drag, drag is a performance. So it's people performing an exaggerated view of femininity, of comedy. It has nothing to do with identity, and a large portion of drag queens will tell you that as far as who they are and who they feel they are very much so men. That's really different from what someone who is trans. You know, we're not trying to be over the top. We're not trying to put on a performance for you. We're trying to be ourselves and who we're comfortable with. I'm not going and doing my makeup like Bianca Del Rio, who I love because she's hilarious. But, you know, that's the exaggeration that, that goes into performance art. And I know that a lot of trans people have different feelings on things like drag. Some people find it incredibly offensive. Some people enjoy it. If you find it offensive, cool, I can understand where you're coming from. If you enjoy it, I can understand where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, the important thing is drag has nothing to do with being trans. Some drag queens are transgender. Some are, you know, the big portion are gay men. Some are bi. Some are even straight. It has nothing to do with orientation or with gender identity. Okay, so number two is this whole notion, and I actually had someone comment on one of my videos recently, and I really don't care, but talking about indulging in my sexual fetish. Being transgender has nothing to do with any sort of sexual fetish. Trans women usually get, unfortunately, there is this objectifying, and I don't know what the word is, but turning someone into a fetish, but it has nothing to do with who we are. So yes, there are people who dressing up in the opposite gender's clothing is some sort of sexual turn-on for them. But there are two problems with applying that to trans people. One, I'm not dressing in the opposite gender's clothing. I'm dressing in the gender that I am. Number two is clothing is not inherently gendered. From one culture to the other, we make a determination for what is going to be the clothing that meets this gender or this gender. It has nothing to do, it has no concrete value. And you know, another big part, I guess, point three, is there's actually absolutely nothing sexual to me about dressing. Are there days when I look and I feel very positive about myself and the way I'm presenting? Absolutely. But you know, men and women, trans or cisgender, all do that. We all have moments when we feel that we're looking good that day. And then we also have those mornings when we're looking and we're going, my God, what did I do? I look terrible. That's me most mornings. But it has nothing to do with sex. I'm not turned on by myself. I'm not turned on by a piece of clothing. I'm wearing clothes for the same reason that everyone else does. I want to feel positive about myself, and it's legally required that I wear it if I'm going out in public. It has nothing to do with sex. As a matter of fact, the person you just so happen to be watching, I'm not in a relationship. I am fully abstinent. So if this is a sexual fetish, I must be doing it wrong. So don't jump to conclusions when you don't know someone. Know what you're talking about, know the difference, and then we'll talk. But don't jump to those conclusions. Okay, next on the list, because I don't remember what number we're at, maybe it's 3, I don't know, is this idea that specifically trans women are trying to deceive cisgender men and trick them into a relationship. Okay, number one, not all trans women happen to be straight. Not all are interested in men. Some are lesbian, some are bisexual, some are asexual. You know, there's a range because our gender identity has nothing to do with our sexual orientation. So this idea that it's about tricking someone, I'm not tricking someone. When I present, I'm presenting because this is who I am. I'm presenting as the person that I am. Number two, I would never date someone without them knowing my background. That's just not who I am, but I don't feel it necessary that I walk around with a t-shirt on that says I'm trans, ask me how. You know, it's my business, and if I'm not dating you, if I'm not in that type of relationship to you, what I happen to have, what I happen to be, who I am, is frankly none of your business. How often do you walk through life looking on the street corner and looking at people and going, there goes a vagina, there goes a penis? That's not the way that we look at people. That's not the way that we consider people. Is that important information to have if you're in a relationship with someone? Yeah, potentially it is. But I'm not in a relationship with everyone that I see in my day-to-day life. So I have no requirement to tell you my life story except for when I choose to. Next, and I'm actually planning on doing a full video on this idea among especially people of faith that all people who are LGBTQ are somehow, they are atheist and they hate God. Okay, number one, most atheists are not going to tell you that they hate God. They don't hate something that they have no belief in. And I have nothing against atheists. People have every right to view faith and religion through the lens that they want to. But here's a little fact for you. Not all of us are atheists. Not all of us are in rebellion against God. I happen to be a person of faith. And I'll talk about that in the next video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But, you know, don't jump to conclusions about who we are, about what our beliefs are. You don't like our views? Fine. But don't assume that because of my identity, that means that I don't have faith or that I do have faith. So people of all walks of life are either people of faith or not a people of faith. People who come from religious backgrounds end up becoming atheists. People from, you know, rural America, you know, coal miners, all of these that we think of as the base of this conservative religious group. There are those who come from that background and are atheists. There are liberals, as you guys want to say, or some in the right want to say, who are very much so people of faith. So don't jump to conclusions about what my faith is based on my identity, because I actually live my life. I'm not perfect, but I live it with faith as a moral compass. Okay guys, so just real quickly on what being trans is. Being trans is having an identity that doesn't match that you were assigned at birth, of a different gender, of the opposite gender, or of no gender whatsoever. It has nothing to do with your sexual orientation. It has nothing to do with your religious beliefs or religious views. It has nothing to do with tricking anyone or trying to deceive anyone about who you are. It has to do with being true to who you are and who you've always been. So learn a little bit more. If you're cisgender and you are watching this video, and if you don't know, cisgender means that your identity matches the gender you were assigned at birth, but learn a little bit more about where people are coming from. Because just because we're trans doesn't mean that we're all alike. We all have different views on different issues. We're not all just one particular thing. We share one thing in common, a gender identity that doesn't match what we were assigned at birth. But outside of that, there's a pretty wide range of views on various things. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed my little bit of a rant. Sorry if I went a little ranty. Just a few things that I've experienced and I've heard, so I thought I'd share with you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up. Hit the little bell for reminders. We did a live stream the other day, and I'm looking forward to doing more live streams in the future. Let me know in the comments section what type of videos that you would like to see. What do you want to talk about? Yeah, so ending with my quote from Kesha, don't let the bastards get you down. Walk through life with head held high. Be yourself. Enjoy your life. You've only got the one. It's worth it to enjoy and be you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Until next time, bye-bye.